Hi, everyone. As the PIDP 3330 comes to an end, I wanted to take this opportunity to go over some of the items that really stood out for me that could help any future learners and share those with you. One of my biggest early concerns was how to showcase the internal systems that I would be using at work without violating any business privacies or policies. I worried about being able to show some of those internal systems and screenshots that we would be using. And I struggled on how I could demonstrate that without exposing that sensitive information. What I learned, and hopefully, if anyone has these concerns, is that you're able to use placeholders or mock-ups, any simulated images. So you can recreate the idea of the system without actually showing the real thing. I didn't use existing ones and blur them out, but maybe that's also an opportunity that you could use for that. There are very creative ways that you're able to show your work without having to stress about any kind of confidentiality. The second thing that I wanted to share about was just the scope of this. When I first started this class, I was worried that I had to design a whole entire polished, ready to go course from scratch. And we didn't. What I did was I was able to use an existing DACOM that I had for a previous class, and I was able to design one module within the class or within the course and not having to do all six of them. So like if you're worried that you have to do this whole course, don't just choose one module or lesson. You'll want to start talking about your designing of it, and then you will have that opportunity to run the usability testing, which was extremely valuable having another user go through it. And then from that feedback of how they were able to interact with it, you get to adjust your modules. And that approach really saves time to, we as instructors, you full-time job plus school, but if you're also like rebuilding this all, that's a lot of work to have a whole course designed and then you have someone use it and it just might not work. And then you have to go back and rebuild everything. So this was a really good course to learn that, just do one module, have that usability testing, get that feedback, and then apply it and implement it for future modules and stuff. My last point of feed forward would be take the opportunity to send in your DACOM and to-do list to Dwayne. I had really good feedback about my DACOM that I had submitted, as well as my to-do list. And from there, I was able to focus more on the content that I was going to be designing. And I think if I didn't receive or initially send it in and then receive that feedback, I probably would have had a lot more information in there than what I needed. So yeah, like definitely reach out to your peers, out to Dwayne if you have any questions. It's really great to get feedback on these ones. One of the main things that I kind of kept reminding myself is that I didn't need perfection. I needed progress and willingness to take that feedback and apply it into my future modules here. So I hope you enjoy the course and good luck for future learners.